when Mac Jones can run 70 yards and then Gritty in the end zone, you know something's wrong. Right?
Dude, scraping into the playoffs.
Yeah.
You might as well just call that the Schmigley Jones parlay. Those are astronomical.
Come on, was terrible. Kenny Galladay's good.
Oh.
Man, if the Giants win one playoff game, I'm going to be so hyped. All right, everybody, welcome back to another week of Drop a Pass, Run a Mile. This is episode number 5. It's the Week 5 preview. I'm here with Jared, but I'm also here with our buddy Dante. This is his first time on the podcast. Dante, you want to say what's up?
Woo!
Yeah, brought in Dante today. He's an Eagles fan, so we almost have the whole NFC East here. Do we have any friends that are like Cowboys fans?
No. I mean, yes, but they can't come on the pod.
I don't have that kind of seniority. Yeah.
Yeah, a little background for today. First day of baseball season. First day of baseball postseason.
I was gonna say.
Sorry. Well, honestly, first day of the baseball season that actually matters. We got rid of all those crappy teams like the one that I enjoy watching. They're gone. And now we're on to Kyle Schwarber base knock. Let's go. Red October. Here we go.
Red October, baby. Nothing beats it.
All right, well, this is an NFL podcast, so we'll stick to that. Definitely an interesting week in the NFL this week. I am wearing a Rams jersey. It's my Odell Rams jersey. Just really didn't feel like wearing a Giants jersey today. It's tough being a Giants fan right now. Yeah, interesting week. Any house? Oh, this feels like it was so long ago. The DPRM TNF SGP did not cash because Matt LaFleur decided he wanted to kick a field goal down 17. And
also because Quay Walker's a retard.
Yeah, also because the refs allowed a play after the clock stopped at the end of the third quarter. They got the Packers like 50 yards. Yeah. So we had under 53.5. They scored 54 total points. Super, super, super tough scene. But
especially because Matt LaFleur went for it on an earlier fourth down.
Yeah.
They got it and ended up scoring. And then when the game is out of reach, he's like, okay, we'll kick a field goal now?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. So really tough scene. But we are back this week with another one. We're going to get the train going again. Sure, we can only win like $200,000 now. That's okay. We should have, honestly, in all honesty, we should have hit last week. Like, those 3 things were like the most ridiculous things that could have happened, and they did. Yeah. Especially the field goal, because it was like, oh, Lions kick field goal, we'll go to commercial break. Then they come out of commercial break, and they're like, actually, there was no field goal. There was a penalty on the Packers. So now the Lions have the ball like the 3-yard line. And I'm like, crap. So really tough scene, but we'll get it back this week. Any other housekeeping?
You could win the full amount if you just throw 160 this week.
We're throwing 20 this week. We're throwing 20 this week.
We're throwing 20.
Jared remembered me his half. So.
We got playoff weeks too. Like, we were only counting. We got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Getting risky.
By the Super Bowl, we'll be sitting at a cool $5.5 million.
We're now what? We're 3-1.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
If we weren't putting our whole
bankroll
every time, we'd be sitting pretty.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's fine. They're plus 100.
Go big or go home.
We'll get it this week.
Jared don't make money.
Jared concocted the one for this week, so we'll get to that in our Moneymakers section. But let's move on to the Red Zone recap. Rod, you wanna get us going with that?
Yeah. So,
or am I the one that usually says the teams?
What'd you say?
Am I the one that usually does the teams, and then you do?
I do the later segment usually, but
Yeah.
open for whatever. I know you had a tough weekend.
You go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, Thursday night, we already kind of talked about it. The Lions just dismantled the Packers. Like, this game was out of control. There was, at no point in this game was I like, oh, the Packers, they might come back here. No, that never happened. I think the Packers are what I thought they were going to be. I know you were a little bit higher on them than me, but yeah, the Lions are very good, and the Packers are not.
I mean, Jordan Love had me 0 fantasy points at half and finished with like 18 thanks to that rushing touchdown and passing touchdown, so I was happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Packers still, like I said, last week, they just have no run game. Like, and the Lions
Is
offense.
Aaron Jones still hurt? Or does he just like not
he was
get
back?
touches?
He was back for that game.
Right. I knew he was playing, but I didn't know if he was like on a pitch count or something because he had like 5 carries.
Even Christian Watson was back, and he barely got any targets. It was all Romeo Doubs.
Right.
The Packers only ran the ball 10 times.
Yeah,
the whole
insane.
game.
That's insane.
That is insane.
If you don't count Jordan Love's 2 rushing attempts.
I mean, when you're down like 17-3 or whatever it was in like the first quarter, like probably not gonna run the ball a lot, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess not really much else to say about that game. I still think the Packers are there. They play the Raiders this week on Monday Night Football.
Perfect get-back game.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. You want to take over now?
Yeah, I'll take over.
All
right. We had the Sunday Fun Day, Falcons-Jags. That was, like, really cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, Bijan Robinson, little toy Bijan Robinson, just absolutely taking that guy's ankles. But yeah, that was definitely a really cool thing for the NFL to do. I'm assuming it'll be back again this year for one of the.
They haven't announced it yet. I think it was kind of a trial thing, see how it goes. But I think it did well.
I think so too. I think it went well. But yeah, the Jaguars killed the Falcons 23-7. Your boys didn't cover the spread, Rod. I'm sorry.
I know. I think I'm done just like blindly expecting them to cover.
Yeah.
I know it's worked thus far, except for last week, but I can't get once they start Taylor Heineke, I'll be all the way back on the Birds, but I can't do it with Desmond Ridder. He's too bad.
Yeah. Also, I don't even know if we mentioned this last week, but Calvin Ridley revenge game. He got his revenge with that touchdown. I believe it was the first touchdown of the game. But yeah, Jaguars just dominated in that game. Also, their defense came to play with that pick 6 too. So like.
Also, Josh Allen is having like a really, really good year for them, and I don't think that's getting talked about at all.
Yeah. I mean, he had what, 2.5 sacks in that game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing, and it's kind of him doing really well is kind of nice for the Jaguars because overshadowing Trayvon Walker kind of sucking.
Yeah.
Which is good for them, but yeah, he had 3 sacks. Holy cow.
Jeez.
Is Josh Allen the guy from Kentucky or whatever? The guy that played Penn State and just went off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Single-handedly beat us in that bowl game.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah, that was insane.
Next game we have here, another dismantling Bills-Dolphins. It was like, at first, it was like Bills touchdown, Dolphins touchdown, Bills touchdown, Dolphins touchdown. Thanks to A-Chain. Dude's a beast.
Yeah.
But then the Bills started pulling away. Stephon Diggs pulled some magic move on those Dolphins defenders where he was like about to get wrapped up and taken down, hit like a juke and a spin simultaneously and just got out of it down the sideline. Three touchdowns for Stephon Diggs. Then he did the Stone Cold Steve Austin celebration with the beers. That was electric. I think once you do that game's over right there. You know?
Yeah, they should have called it right there. They're like, all right, that's enough.
I mean, there's got to be some kind of like thing. Like Dolphins got to be the first team ever to like win a game by 50 and then lose a game by 28. like that's pretty big margins there.
Yeah, those are big.
But yeah, the Bills took it to them.
This was the week to have the Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs stack. Like,
Yeah.
that's like your fantasy team won. If you had those two, you won, basically.
Yeah. Next game we had here, Broncos-Bears. Bears blow a 21-point lead. Broncos come back and win it 31-28. I put $5 on this game to be a tie for fun. And to be honest, if Justin Fields could have gotten in field goal range, might have been looking all right.
Or if freaking Eberflus had just kicked the field goal instead of going for it.
I wasn't watching that.
Oh yeah, dude. They were in field goal range and he went for it instead of kicking the field goal to go up 31-28 at the time.
Yeah.
And then the Broncos obviously made it down into field goal range and kicked a field goal, but yeah, they were there, and he's just like, no. He's got it. If they lose to, I swear to God, if we don't beat the Bears, I'm gonna be on suicide watch. But if the Bears go 0-5, you gotta think they got it. Are they gonna can him after the game? Is he gonna fly home from DC, or is he just gonna step off the field and get escorted back home? I don't know.
I don't know.
Separate flights.
Yeah, they're like, you can fly. We'll see you later.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the Bears are a dumpster fire.
But
What do you guys think of? Go ahead, Cassell.
Yeah, you go ahead, Dante. You've said nothing.
I was gonna say, what are you guys' thoughts on Fields' coaching comments? Those were pretty wild.
What did he
say?
say?
To say that he was basically like, "It's coaching. I'm not playing free out here."
Yeah,
That's crazy,
he's like, they got me thinking too much, but essentially. And then later, another thing with their coaching staff, Chase Claypool was asked, "Do you think they're using you right?" And he straight up on Friday says, "No."
I mean,
and then after they did that, the coach basically told Claypool, "Don't come to the game. You're already a healthy scratch. Now you're not coming." Oh,
I mean, dude, Claypool is just he sucks. He sucks.
He's the most self-destructive person since Antonio Brown.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, he sucks. I mean, Justin Fields threw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, though. Great day for Fields.
Justin played well.
The Bears' defense is horrendous. The Bears' defense is the real problem.
Yeah.
Because the offense can put up points.
Everything about the Bears is the problem, dude. They're a disaster.
Yeah, but at least they put up points. I know a team that can't put up
against
points.
the Broncos.
I know a team with the opposite. Well, no, week 1 even against who did they play week 1? The Packers.
The Bears? They played the Packers.
They put up the Bears have been able to put up points, minus the Chiefs obviously because they're the Chiefs. But who did they play? Yeah, I mean they put up 17, and they're not putting up crazy numbers. I know for me, I have a super skewed mindset right now. A super skewed mindset. You take out if you take out the Cardinals game, we've scored 1 touchdown all year. We scored.
The Bears typically score around 17. That's a good offense.
Dude, we've scored, not counting the Cardinals game, we've scored 15 points. We still don't have a touchdown in the first half. We still haven't scored a touchdown in the first half of the game yet.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wait.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, it is. It's insane. But our defense has been playing pretty decent. I think our defense honestly played pretty decent against the Seahawks last night. We really only gave up 17 points.
Yeah.
But the Seahawks have been scoring points too. Actually, the Seahawks have been playing.
Mm-hmm.
So for our defense to only allow 17, really not a bad performance for them. But we'll
also,
talk about
the Seahawks have been giving up a ton of points all year.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, our offense is just horrendous.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
But yeah, Broncos beat the Bears. Ravens run over the Browns thanks to the quarterback job by what's his name, right, Jared?
DTR.
Yeah, Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
Yeah,
a nice 3-interception performance.
He is not good. He's really fun because you don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, he's not very good at the game of football.
Yeah.
At least on a professional level.
Lamar had 2 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns. That's pretty. And Mark Andrews was the one that caught the 2 passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
good day for those guys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like really not much to talk about in this game. The Browns are the biggest up and down team. Like,
I mean, they didn't have Watson. That's my one thing for this game is their quarterback was horrible.
Yeah.
When did Watson? Did he go down? I didn't watch the game, but I lost a straight bet on the Browns. I just took them to cover. Threw
No, he
25
was,
on it.
He was before the game had started, he wasn't playing.
That's what happens when you take it a little too rough on a Saturday night. You can't think through your bets on Sunday.
You can't cash out quick enough.
If you're betting Browns to cover the spread straight, you're already in a rough situation.
Dude, it was minus 2.5. I just fired off. Shot from the hip.
I can't believe that the Browns were favored over the Ravens.
I think I had the
so
Ravens
wild.
winning that game outright.
What'd you say?
I said I think I had the Ravens winning that game outright because I didn't even know Deshaun wasn't playing. But
Yeah. Like, we both picked Baltimore plus 2.5, and that was like 3 days before Deshaun was not playing.
yeah. Next game, Texans-Steelers. I also picked the Texans outright, and boy, did they 30-6. I mean, they took it to the Steelers. Nico Collins had 2 touchdowns. Steelers offense couldn't move the ball per usual. Texans had no problem moving the ball.
Steelers in Iowa, baby. They're the same team.
But
The same team.
yeah,
Same callers, same everything.
Right. Literally.
yeah,
And
Texans,
they're both horrible.
Texans are looking really good right now. I think they play the Falcons this upcoming week. I think they definitely have a shot to win that game.
I think the Texans might be like the most surprising team
100%. I mean,
in a long time. I can't think of anybody more surprising than that.
Yeah.
Like, I thought they were going to be like number 1 pick.
Yeah.
And now are they 3-1?
I think they're 2-2, aren't they?
2-2.
2-2. Yeah. The Texans look really good. I mean, it's because everybody was like, "Oh, C.J. Stroud scored like a 3 on this like cerebral test or whatever,"
Right.
and then it's like, dude, you guys
It's a draft process that C.J. Stroud has Down syndrome.
Yeah, like dude hasn't even thrown an interception yet. Like,
yeah, he's good at the football part of football.
yeah,
That's all that really matters, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So good for the Texans, though. I'm happy that they're finding success in him. And like,
also, those red helmets with the red jerseys was sweet.
Initially from afar, I was like, "Oh, these are kind of crazy," but the helmets actually look really cool.
They're very cool.
Yeah.
Also, the Cardinals white on whites.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah. Next game here, Vikings-Panthers. The Vikings had to scare us a little bit with that like 99-yard pick six.
We're run over.
I told Jared, I was like, I last week I said on the pod, I was like, I don't know, like I have a scary feeling about the Panthers, and then they pick it off and take it back, and I'm like, oh man, like
I know
this can't happen to the Vikings. But I believe Justin Jefferson had 2 touchdowns. Vikings won 21-13. Still like a close game though, like the Vikings. I don't really know, like
they're not very.
Yeah, what are they doing? But what's changed since last year besides Dalvin Cook?
They're not winning 1-possession games anymore.
I mean,
Yeah, last year they had it was nuts. They had 8 wins within the last minute of the game. It came down to a field goal.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, that's what we were talking about earlier, that they had a chance in each of their losses thus far. It wasn't like they were getting blown out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're right there, but at the same time, I don't think they're right there. Their defense is really bad.
Yeah.
And carrying.
Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't help either that all the turnovers and everything are just ridiculous.
Yeah. The fumbles are
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. Next game, Rams-Colts. Rams outlast the Colts 29-23 in overtime. Puka Nacua with the game-winning touchdown. I believe that was his first career touchdown, which is kind of wild. He's caught like 600 passes. And this is his first touchdown.
Right.
Yeah, the Colts were down big for a while, then ended up coming back, taking it to OT, and just couldn't get the job done. But I think both these teams, the Rams kind of surprised me after their performance last week against the Bengals. I thought the Colts were going to win this game, but still a good performance from the Colts. I mean, they've been playing really well. Anthony Richardson, really I think the worst looking quarterback so far this year has got to be Bryce Young. I mean, he's surrounded by weapons in that offense, but he just hasn't been able to put it all together. But yeah,
we talk about the Falcons game because that's the worst quarterback in the league. Yeah, we did. So I'm gonna hop back quick. Desmond Ritter's the worst quarterback in the league. Bryce Young, worst rookie quarterback. That's playing. Are there?
I mean,
is there only? Yeah, Will Levis isn't playing. Yeah.
Unless you count Dorian Thompson, Robinson.
Eden O'Connell on the Raiders.
Yeah.
Woo. Yikes.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Rams.
CJ's had the best start since Cam Newton.
Yeah.
And then Anthony Richardson has the most explosive plays, which I read that stat and I was like, well, what's an explosive play? So I had to look that up.
Isn't it like over 30 yards or something?
Passes over 20 yards and rushes over 12 yards. And he leads the league in explosive plays, which is pretty cool.
Leads the league?
Yeah. And he missed a game, too, because he was too busy being so explosive that his brain hit his skull.
I was going to say his brain was exploding. Those explosive plays. Go to the Buccaneers-Saints game. Not too much to talk about in this game. The return of Kamara did nothing for the Saints. Derek Carr was also
PPR league.
Yeah, true.
Most catches and least yards. Like, he had the least amount of yards for anyone who's ever caught 13 passes.
He caught 13?
13 for 35 yards, Kassar.
That's
the previous number was 13 for 87. And he broke the record by 50 yards.
That's insane, yeah.
Yeah,
what is that like?
Derek Carr threw like 35 passes and he had like 130 yards passing. That's insane.
Check down.
Right.
Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, Buccaneers killed him.
Also, Jameis, one pass for a pick. Love it.
The Saints are like my least favorite team. I don't know why.
Me too. I hate them.
They just rubbed me the wrong way.
When was Jameis in the game?
The last play. He had one pass for a pick.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
No revenge game for Jameis.
Yeah. Next game, I'll let you guys talk on this game. It's Eagles-Commanders game, went to OT. Pretty wild. Nobody really expected that. But those Commanders, man, they come to Philly and they're gonna put a game on. Like they're gonna bring their A game.
Dante, you talk first.
All right. Well, Evan, Rod and I were kind of talking throughout the game, and I was shocked. I thought it was going to be more of a blowout. I don't know if I was more shocked at how well the Commanders played or how bad the Eagles looked, just in like play calling. Well, just in everything. We just don't look the same. Whether it's coaching, play calling, injuries, like however you want to chalk it up, we're just not looking the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Dante always text during the Eagles-Commanders games because Dante is the most sane Eagles fan that I know. So
yeah.
I can text him during the games without getting hit with birds, Jalen Hurts is God kind of texts. So I enjoy that. But yeah.
Till I have a beer in me.
Yeah.
Or my parlays in shambles.
You gotta loosen up the parlay with a few shots. Yeah. But yeah, I was really excited about that game. I mean, even though, first of all, I think everybody kind of knows where I come from on this. You gotta go for two there. You're over a touchdown underdog on the road. Go for two.
Yeah.
As soon as it went to overtime, I'm like, well, we're losing the game.
Yeah.
I don't see how we could win in overtime in Philly after, like, you just scored a touchdown with no time left. Go for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was really, really, really impressed with Sam Howell because he came from a game where he had a quarterback rating of 13.8 against the Bills in possibly the worst game I've ever seen in my life, and I just happened to be there in person, which was horrible. And then you come to this game, and he has a QBR of like 79. Like, great QBR. Outplayed Jalen Hurts. But
hey now.
Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed with him. One thing that Dante and I were both talking about during the game, how stupid the Eagles' offense was for scoring with 1:30 left when they could have ran the ball twice and kicked the game-winning field goal. Like, that was insane. Jalen checked to it, too. You could see it. Everybody walked up to the line like they were blitzing. Jalen's like, hey, AJ, freaking run. And then he hikes it and throws a touchdown to him, which, awesome, great. Good for you guys for scoring again on Emmanuel Forbes, who had a really tough day. But that allowed for the whole Sam Howell last-second drive touchdown to Jahan Dotson when that's not necessary. Like, you already had the game won.
When you're an underdog and you, like, when you're in that situation, right, you're an underdog, you shouldn't be in the game. And then also they score that touchdown. Like,
Right.
You score a touchdown, go for 2.
Go for 2.
Go for 2.
Oh.
I know
I
Dave
I was
will-
shocked you didn't.
Your coach's name is Riverboat Ron Rivera?
Yeah.
Go for 2.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, dude.
It is what it is. I was as happy as you can be in a loss. Like, that was very encouraging, especially because of the Bills game.
Also, if Reed Blankenship had the same issue as Shaquille Griffin,
Shaquille Griffin.
he might be having a different story right now. Because
If he didn't have an arm, Terry was in.
is it Shaquille Griffin is that guy, right? What's his brother's name?
Shaquem?
I think it's Shaquem Griffin is the one. Yeah.
Without an arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, also, like, I know Dante said this in the group chat too. Imagine how bad that would hurt. Like, you have a receiver coming down straight on your, like, inner forearm, dude. Just but
Full
like
body weight too.
literally saved the game though. That was insane. Yeah, like, that was crazy.
That was nuts.
Because the Commanders were driving, and like you said,
yeah.
Sam Howell was playing good.
And that was like a 30-yard catch.
Yeah. So
That was sweet.
crazy. But
And
still
I
good.
he was abusing what's the kid's name?
Job.
He's
Yeah.
like our
Yeah.
like our 3rd or 4th string. He's like a special teamer / like 3rd string, like, corner and nickel guy. They had James Bradbury playing nickel cornerback because we're already 3 deep there. So they moved Bradbury inside. They're like, Joe, just get out there and cover somebody.
Yeah.
And he couldn't do it.
Dude, why is it like every year Eagles cornerbacks like can't stay healthy? It's like every year there's at least a few games where you guys are down to like your 5th, 6th, and 7th string corners.
Yeah.
Other than our D line, our defense is like kind of depleted. Like, our leading tackler in that game, and don't quote me on this, I think it's
You can
correct.
see Emmy
They
in-
said, what?
Yeah, you can see Emmy in the corner of your screen.
Our
Just
leading
part of the
tackler.
Bills.
Yeah, you're on the Phils now. It's Red October.
Like she was right next to Bryson Stott.
All right, what were
You
you
were
saying?
trying to
Doc?
be slick and you weren't. Anyway. No, you're good. You're good. Our leading tackler, we cut. He came up from the practice squad because we had no more linebackers.
Was that Morrow?
Yeah, he was all
Yeah,
over
he
the
was a
field.
beast.
We cut him.
So,
I couldn't believe
so they elevated him from the practice squad. He started, led the team in tackles, and then they cut him.
No, they cut him like in the beginning of the year and then
Yeah.
elevated him.
Oh, okay.
No, he was.
Oh, that just shows how depleted we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude was a beast. He was all over the place.
He had that one sack where he followed Antonio Gibson out of the backfield for like half a second and then just turned around and ran right over Sam Howell. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Gibson was definitely supposed to block there, but he's like, oh, he's covering me. Let me make a move. And then he just ran. It was so bad.
Speaking of bad, Titans beat the Bengals 27-3. Bengals drive down on their first drive, get in field goal range, kick the field goal. Yay, Bengals are up 3-0. And then Titans score 27 unanswered. The Bengals are bad. The Bengals are bad. Like,
super bad.
Yeah. Like
Jonah Hill. Super bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're a dumpster fire. Joe Burrow, A, can't move because he's hurt. B, has a terrible offensive line. And C, I think that's basically it. He can't move, and the offensive line sucks. He literally has time to look at one receiver, and if they're not open, he's getting sacked.
Weeks 1 and 4, the Bengals only put up 3 points. 3 points in week 1 and 3 points in week 4.
That's scary.
That makes me feel a little better.
There you go.
I mean, this team, at least we didn't. I know we paid Daniel Jones, but at least he's not the highest paid player in NFL history. Unlike Joe Burrow.
It's true.
Like, that's insane.
Imagine trying to get out of that contract.
Yeah. But yeah, like, should we start believing in the Titans?
No.
They beat the Chargers.
No.
Anybody can beat the Chargers. If you have a quarterback that can throw the ball.
No,
They have
the Titans are like, it's just like if the Titans lost the week prior, then you can bet on them to win the next week, or at least cover the next week.
Yeah.
If they won the week prior, don't touch them, because they A, play to their competition's level, and B, Mike Vrabel's going to get into them if they're on the losing side of things, and they're going to play harder.
Yeah.
Also, they're 2-0 at home and 0-2 on the road.
They play the Colts this week in Lucas Oil. So.
Fade them.
Yeah.
Fade them.
Yeah, we'll go to the next game here. Chargers Raiders.
Raiders suck.
Yeah, Raiders gave him Chargers gave him a chance there. You know, Raiders scored at the end. Also, Asante Samuel Jr. gave the Raiders a chance because he went down instead of just scoring the pick six to go up 2 possession. Went down before the 2-minute warning, and then the Chargers ended up they were going to have to punt, but then Justin Herbert said, screw this, we're not running the ball, we're just taking a deep shot to Josh Palmer. Ended the thing. But, like, yeah. It's like, it's funny when players try to make heads-up plays, but they, like...
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. That was like that, that receiver, or he was a kick returner, and he tried to do the heads-up thing by stepping out of bounds and touching the ball, so it was an illegal kick.
Steelers guy, right?
Yes. But instead, he made sure he was in bounds, caught it, and then stepped out. And he's like, oh, what am I doing?
Did he make like a toe tap catch along the sidelines?
Yes. It's like, oh, you were trying. You knew what you were trying to do. You just had no idea how to do it. Oh, yeah. It's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, Chargers beat the Raiders there. I don't think much surprise there with what's that guy's name? The Raiders quarterback. Aiden O'Connell. He looks pretty funny too. I'll say that.
Also, like I know Derek Carr's not like a Hall of Famer by any means, but like he just left. Yeah. Can we not wear number 4?
I know, yeah.
After he left?
I was thinking. Yeah.
Like, give it a year.
Yeah. I always liked Derek Carr. I have a Derek Carr jersey in my closet.
I know.
He's my fantasy quarterback, man. But that's a whole separate conversation. Him and Russell Wilson, baby, they're holding down the fort.
Oh, Dante. You should trade for one of Boyce's quarterbacks. He doesn't need him.
I got Josh Dobbs on the pickup. Beast.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, beast.
Next game we have here, Cowboys Patriots, dude. Cowboys beat them 38-3. This was the largest loss in Bill Belichick's coaching career as a head coach. Never lost by 35 before. So yeah, I mean,
I don't think Almeida's ever been so realistic. Ever when talking about the Patriots, he was just like, "This team sucks. Max sucks. We have no weapons. The defense is entirely too hurt, and Bill doesn't have his fastball anymore."
Before the season, I said that the Patriots were going to start off. What did I say? 2-6 or 2-8? Yeah. I don't know. They play the Saints this week. I kind of like the Saints.
They'll beat the Saints. Saints
That's
are
an
bad,
all-time.
man.
I'm not gonna watch a minute of that game.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. There's teams that like have heart, and there's teams that don't. Patriots don't have heart right now.
Neither do the Saints. Also, they
Yeah.
suck.
They're just trash.
And Marshawn Lattimore is an Ohio State piece of garbage.
Yeah. Next game, Niners-Cardinals. Niners beat them 35-16. Zach Ertz could have covered the 14-point spread, but he dropped it. It literally went right through his hands. If I had Niners minus 14, I would have been like breathless, dude. Like insane. But yeah, C-Mac with 4 touchdowns. Like
He's on my
That's
fantasy team.
insane.
He makes up for it, man.
Who needs quarterbacks when you have C-Mac?
I mean, seriously, dude. Like, he's a different animal. And I was listening to our first podcast of this season earlier today to like see what we said about teams and how teams were going to look and stuff. And we were talking about the running back, how the position, like how they don't get paid enough, and like C-Mac is probably the best player in the NFL, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say if the season ended today, C-Mac wins MVP, right?
Yeah.
Him or Josh Allen. And
Yeah.
Josh Allen had a bad week. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
impressive what he's doing.
Yeah. Like, also, he broke Jerry Rice's record. He now has 13 straight games with a touchdown.
Jeez.
That's almost a whole NFL season.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Also, he could have had a 5th touchdown, but Brock Purdy did that stupid sneak.
I hate when teams do that. Like same thing with Kamara when he was having that insane game on Christmas and Taysom Hill had a rushing touchdown. I was like, give it to Kamara. Like, let's see how many touchdowns this guy can score. You're not even you're not even forcing it to him. You're at the goal line. Like, just hand him the ball. Yeah.
It's like the mid-2010s when LeBron was winning MVPs and everybody just got tired of him winning MVPs. It's like, if he's the best player, he should win MVP.
Yeah.
I had 5 touchdowns. Get me a 6th.
Yeah.
Don't give Joe Schmo a 6th. Or 1.
They tried to hand it to Juszczyk.
Yeah,
And he got stopped.
He got stopped, and I was like, thank God. Now give it to C-Mac.
Yeah.
And then I saw Purdy under center. I'm like, shoot.
Yeah. The Sunday Night Football game, man. The New York Jets versus the Taylor Swift Chiefs.
Oh, God.
Dude, there's so much Swift-demonium going on right now.
Is it over? I feel like it's over. I feel like it's kind of dying down a little bit.
Who the Chiefs play next week?
The Vikings.
Yeah, no way Swift goes to Minnesota.
She's not going to Minnesota.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Unless she does, but
if she does, we got to get serious about this relationship.
Yeah, we need.
There's no way a casual fling is heading to Minnesota.
It's like, it's crazy, all the like Taylor Swift stuff that like you see with the fans and stuff. Like, I saw this like one thing that Barstool posted, and this girl made like a homemade Kelsey jersey, but instead of Kelce, it was Kelsey, like a girl's name, like like Kelsey. Like, dude, it was so
word.
Like you don't even like look up the name. Like, you just throw, oh, his name's Kelsey.
Red October, baby. Phils are on the board.
What is it?
No way.
1-0.
All you need, man.
But yeah, dude, like all this stuff. And then there was like some lady at like the Panthers game wearing like a Kelsey jersey that said like Swifty on the back. Or yes, no, that's what it was. Yes, Swelsey or whatever.
What a freaking idiot! I can't. All these fans that the NFL has now, where they just know nothing. Oh, it's brutal, dude.
Yeah.
And I know Taylor Swift is bigger than Travis Kelce. I know that. But if one more person says to me, man, Taylor Swift really put Travis Kelce on the map, I'm going to put my baseball through my TV.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so done with the Taylor Swift stuff.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. The one good thing about it is though, you don't see Mahomes' wife anymore.
No.
Dude, there's this one picture and it's like Taylor Swift celebrating and then like his wife's in like the foreground and she just looks so pissed. And it's so funny because she's not getting any attention. It's hilarious. She's sitting by herself too. Like, it's insane, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
That is the one positive.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on to our last game of the week. Giants Seahawks.
Take it away, Ev.
Not really a lot to talk about in this game. Giants defense played pretty well. Only allowed 17 points. Like I said, the score was 24-3. Daniel Jones pick 6. It's okay. Yeah, Devin Weatherspoon is an elite rookie defensive back.
Dude, he's nuts.
Yeah, like two sacks. I think 3 passes defended, an interception, a touchdown.
Couple tackles for loss where he just destroyed the running back in the backfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. They're using him out of the nickel too, which is really cool because he's able to like blitz all the time.
Yeah. 11 sacks.
That's insane.
Yeah, really bad.
What's more impressive, 11 sacks for the Seahawks, who have been a bad defense thus far, or Khalil Mack's 6 sacks?
I was going to talk about that. Yeah, 11. You don't come across 6 sacks every day either. But I would say Khalil Mack. That's a single-handed performance. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, at least when you have 11 sacks, there's technically 11 chances on every play that somebody gets to the court. if you're bringing a literal all-out blitz. But I think the Seahawks could have done that, and Daniel Jones wouldn't have known what to do, and they could have ran an all-out blitz on every play.
Dude, the Giants have to figure out a way to pay the broadcasting companies to stop zooming in on Daniel Jones' face.
They did the same thing with Eli. They love it, dude. The Giants quarterbacks just like yeah, it's crazy, dude.
They did do that with Eli. You're right. That's crazy.
I think they do it with every quarterback. You just realize it with the Giants quarterbacks because their faces are so like they're not even. There's nothing going through their head. But
look at these
what do you think about Dayball throwing the tablet?
What?
What do you think about Dayball throwing the tablet?
I don't even know if I saw that, but I can't say I blame him, dude. But it's also annoying because with Giants, like with New York media, like the post-game press conferences are the most bland thing you'll ever hear in your life. Like, because we can't say anything. Like usually you don't get a ton out of like players or coaches, but like when it's in New York media, like you really can't say anything at all. So Dave was just like, "Yep, lost the game. Yeah, we lost because they scored more points."
Did you see the one where the beat reporter was like, "You've lost with it by a combined score of blah 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 blah," and Dayball was like, "I know the score, Jim."
yeah, dude. Like,
oh man.
I don't know, man. And now we play the Dolphins and the Bills. Like, cut me a break, man. We have Dolphins, Bills, and then who do we have? Commanders. Let's go.
1-7.
Well, no, it'll be 1-5.
Is that only week 6?
Week 7.
Oh, okay. 1-6.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, we're not losing. I can't even fathom what you're talking about.
Wait, is it in D.C. or is it in New York?
It's in New York.
Oh, thank God.
Are we going to that game?
What day What's the date?
October 22nd.
No, I'm gonna be in Virginia.
All right.
I'm gonna be in Virginia at FedEx Field watching the game with 100,000 of my closest friends. Woo! No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that was a weird week of football for sure.
Yeah.
Kassar, unprecedented. I don't know how he's doing it. 7-9 on his picks for the 4th straight week. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. Takes him to 28-36 on the year. And then I went 11-5, and I am 39-25 on picks this year.
I was telling Jared that I got to figure out the math behind me going 7-9 for 4 straight weeks, because if I can figure out which games those are and what's going on there, I might be able to figure something out legit. Because
Right. All right.
There's no way I go 7-9 for 5 straight weeks, right?
I mean,
I already got 4.
Yeah, you got the hardest part out of the way. You just need one more.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into our next segment. Let's talk about it. I didn't have anything jotted down here for this segment.
I feel like we kind of did talk about it just now.
Yeah, Dante.
I got a good one.
All right.
What did you guys see? So after Sunday Night Football, the post game, whatever, with the Chiefs and the Jets, I think it was Chris Jones was talking to Rodney Harrison about, and somehow Zach Wilson came up, and Rodney Harrison just bashed him, just literally said he's
garbage.
Yeah, literally used the word garbage on national TV. And
Rodney
Chris
Harrison?
Jones being yes. And Chris Jones being the veteran, diplomatic player you have to be, was we were expecting a lot coming in. He's a good player, the whole 9 yards. And Rodney Harrison was like, nah, he's garbage.
Yeah. It was insane, Kassar. Rodney was like, with a quarterback struggling like this, you guys kind of got to know that you're going to come in and feast. And Chris Jones was like, well, he's been improving each game. We kind of knew he was going to be like he was tonight. And Rodney was like, I know you're saying PC, but this guy's garbage. And he literally on national TV.
What's incredible about that is that was probably Zach Wilson's best game of his career.
Best game after his best game. He just outperformed Pat Mahomes.
I know Dante sent it, in the group chat, because I saw it yesterday or something, where he's the first quarterback ever, from college in the NFL, to outperform Mahomes in every quarterback statistical category during a game.
That's insane.
Yeah, Zach Wilson played phenomenal, and they played the Broncos this week, and I'll talk about this later, but I think the Jets beat the Broncos this week too. If Zach Wilson comes out and plays like that again,
Also, Rodgers is out of a walking boot already. That's insane.
What if Rodgers is ready for playoffs? You think they start him?
Do you think they make the playoffs?
Well, hypothetically.
Yeah, if they make the playoffs and Rodgers is able to walk, I think he's in the game.
Yeah.
Dude, Zach Wheeler is dealing right now.
He's a beast.
Do we have anything else to talk about for this? I mean, I feel like we already covered a lot of different stuff in the red recap.
We broke out more into than we usually do for the recap into story.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into our moneymakers section here. I know for me this week, the teams I'm high on this week are the Texans against the Falcons, the Jets against the Broncos, and then the Cardinals against the Bengals. If you parlay those, you get let me see. I had a free bet, so I already placed it. Oh, gotta log in. Hold up. It's plus 902 odds, which is pretty high, but if the Bengals keep playing like they're playing, I think the Cardinals beat the Bengals. The Cardinals are playing they're not playing phenomenal, but they look like they want to win football games more than the Bengals do.
Big time.
Yeah, the Bengals just look terrible. And the Cardinals have I don't know. I think the Cardinals defense is like half decent, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And then obviously Texans are firing on all cylinders right now. Then yeah, Jets kind of comes down to the quarterback performance by Zach Wilson. But yeah, those are my 3 picks for this week. If you want to parlay those, and I'd say for player props, I would probably say Tony Pollard anytime touchdown. I don't think he's scored a rushing touchdown yet this year. Or no, he had in week 1 he scored like 2, but since then he hasn't scored at all.
Yeah,
so I'd say
I kind of went the same approach with my touchdown scorer this week.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it for me for the moneymaker section, I think.
Okay. Dante, you want to go next?
For moneymakers?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, Dante's been losing a lot of. I don't know if this is the money, man.
No, I'm about to rebound because I lost everything. I won, so I'm gonna win it back. That's how that works. So you just gotta be a little crazy to make crazy money, right?
Yeah. Essentially.
I also agree. I like the Cardinals over the Bengals. I like the Colts over the Titans. I think that the Colts are gonna beat them pretty handily, actually. And then I also like the Texans as well. I'm high on them. And then the sleeper one, I think the Packers go in to Vegas on Monday night and beat the Raiders. I think the Raiders are garbage.
The Packers are favored right now. Do you count? Is that a sleeper or is that just?
That's just like a straight lock.
Yeah. Okay. So I went from a sleeper to a straight lock. Okay. Yeah. No, I agree with you though. I like all those picks. Also, you have Ravens against Steelers this week. If I was going to pick a straight lock, also Ravens are only what's the spread here? -4 for the Ravens. Like.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how the Ravens aren't getting better odds. Like, Ravens are a good team.
I know they play to the level of their competition, but, like, the Steelers are so bad.
Yeah, Steelers are really bad.
It is a division game, so it's a little bit frightening.
They're in Pittsburgh.
Right.
But
that gets you a few points.
I mean, remember week 1, though, when, what was it, Niners -2.5 against the Steelers week 1? Looking at that now.
Dude, Owen picked Steelers +2.5.
Of course he did.
That's why he hasn't been on the podcast since.
Listen, Owen's pretty good with betting stuff, but like,
oh,
if you want to
hear what Owen did this weekend?
Sure.
Dude, he placed. Let me see if he texted me the actual bet or not. He placed a. Hold on. A $375 bet on Seahawks -2.5, Kenneth Walker over 66 rushing yards, and Tyler Lockett over 52 receiving yards.
Tyler Lockett didn't. Did Tyler Lockett?
He won $2,300.
Oh my gosh!
Wow!
I wasn't sure if Tyler Lockett even got to that yardage.
Tyler Lockett's was close.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that insane? $350 on a parlay.
Dude.
Nuts. That takes nuts.
That is normal unit size?
No. I don't think. I hope not. He's a teacher.
That's not his unit size. That's his annual salary.
Oh my word. Tyler Lockett had 54 yards. He got that by 2 yards.
That's insane.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. I placed a 14-leg parlay this week, or this past week. Hit on 13 of the legs. It was 5 to win like 120. So essentially I took like large spreads, exaggerated overs and unders. And the Giants, man, they love screwing me. I bet over 37 points, and Giants came out and got me a field goal, and that's all they could do for me. So, and with our defense playing the way it did, I hedged it, but like It would have been nice to see a 14-legger hit. But,
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
My money makers, I've got. So I'm going with my touchdown score for someone that's due, and I know this is gonna backfire, but I'm just doing this, I guess, to make myself more pissed off when it doesn't happen. Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown score.
Oh man.
It's due. It's gonna happen. Odds aren't out yet. You're gonna get good odds because Dave Montgomery does all the scoring apparently.
Yeah.
But I believe that they're slowly ramping him up, and I believe that because if I don't believe that, I'm gonna cry. But yeah, I think Jahmyr Gibbs is getting in the end zone, and I know this isn't an option to bet on, but I bet you it's greater than 10 yards that he scores from. Because if not, it's going to be Montgomery.
I mean, you know who's really due? Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase hasn't scored a touchdown yet this year.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty fun to put together Jamar Chase, Tony Pollard, Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown score parlay. I kind of like that.
That would be fun.
Might have to do that. That sounds pretty fun.
My other moneymaker, I just have a straight money line parlay: Ravens, Chiefs, Eagles.
I like
That
that.
gets you plus 217.
Yeah, I like that. Well, let's do the DPRM TNF SGP. Little different vibes for this week, obviously with the loss last week. But this week, Rod being I don't know if. I mean, this was, I think, Rod may be biased with these picks, but I think, like, anyone would be biased betting against the Bears. Like,
if I was biased with these, we would have gone commies -6.
Yeah, true.
I backed off and just did money line.
Yeah, so for this week's DPRM TNF SGP, we got Terry McLaurin.
That's a mouthful, dude.
I've been saying it a lot, so I get pretty good at it now, but yeah, so we got Terry McLaurin over 40 receiving yards. We got Terry McLaurin with 5 or more catches, and then we got the Commanders +6. I like that. Another prop that I like for this game is Brian Robinson anytime touchdown. So maybe you go with the 4-leg touchdown score parlay for this week.
Maybe get the Gibbs leg out of that because it's not going to happen and I'm just going to be crushed. But yeah. I think B-Rob's been a beast.
Is Amon-Ra due? No, he scored the first touchdown in the Packers game. He's not. No chance he scored this
No
week.
chance he scores. The last time Kassar and I sat down and said there's no chance this guy scores, it was Gabe Davis before he scored 4 touchdowns in one game. And we're just sitting here texting each other. We're like, well, I'm glad we didn't bet on this guy. He's a bum.
Dude.
That was insane.
That's ridiculous. Weren't we together at the apartment for that?
I wasn't up at State at that point. I went back.
Wow. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Well, I accidentally skipped over Rod's rapid rankings. I was so caught up in talking about it.
So ready to get on with next week's football.
Yeah, dude. I'm really not even trying to think about the Giants. But yeah, so let me get the timer ready. So I think it was 26.7 last week. Does that sound right for the time?
That sounds
All
right.
right. So let's see if you can beat it this week. Once that first team comes out of your mouth, I'll start the clock.
Why don't you start the clock after the first team that's not the Giants comes out of my mouth?
That's fine. They
All right.
deserve to be there. We got to hear it.
32 Giants, 31 Bears, 30 Panthers, 29 Broncos, 28 Bengals, 27 Raiders, 26 Steelers, 25 Jets, 24 Pats, 23 Saints, 22 Titans, 21 Vikings, 20 Cardinals, 19 Falcons, 18 Texans, 17 Packers, 16 Browns, 15 Colts, 14 Commanders, 13 Bucks, 12 Chargers, 11 Rams, 10 Seahawks, 9 Jaguars, 8 Ravens, 7 Lions, 6 Dolphins, 5 Cowboys, 4 Chiefs, 3 Eagles, 2 Bills, 1 49.
24.41.
Improvement.
Very nice. Very nice.
I need to not say the full Commander's name. That's like 4 syllables. That's
You got to say it. I mean,
Toms.
Just say the commies.
The comms, the raves. I almost said the Bills, but that's easy enough.
I'll be honest. Usually when I listen to the pod, I throw it on like, you know how you can speed it up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So it's like it goes by a little quicker. So then for this section, the one day I was listening on like 1.5 or whatever the speed was, and you went through it, and I was like, I was like, what the hell is he on right now?
Great.
So give us a little rundown of that recap, those rankings there.
Yeah, I mean, I had some haters reach out to me and tell me that the Eagles being below the Bills was insane.
It wasn't Dante. It wasn't Dante.
It wasn't Dante. It was some deranged person that was arguing over one spot in the power rankings. It's fine. Yeah, I think some big movers. The Browns dropped heavily. They were at 10 last week. They dropped down to 16. Texans are up from 25 to 18. Big jump for them. I think
you can move them up even farther, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, they're right below the Browns and the Packers, and I think you could probably put them over both of those teams.
Yeah.
I mean, the Browns is tough because they didn't have Deshaun, so I just don't know. And then the Packers, I don't know what's going on there.
It would be fun to do at the end of the year, see which team moved the most. So you add up the moves
down each week.
So it's like the Browns moved like 300 and something spots this year in total. Like,
they've moved around a lot from the start.
They've probably already moved like 50 spots.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you had them at 6.
I did have them at 6 week 1, yeah. 6.
Yikes.
Then they dropped to 13, then up to 10, then down to 16. So yeah, they've moved around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just read the top 10 slow for everybody. Niners 1, Bills 2, Eagles 3. Chiefs 4, Cowboys 5, Dolphins 6, Lions 7, then Ravens, Jaguars, and Seahawks to round out the top 10.
I like that.
But yeah, from like 27 to 32, you could tell me any order, and I'd be like, yeah, that's probably good.
Except for the Giants being at 32.
Except for the Giants being 27 to 31. You could tell me anything.
I mean, the Giants are by far the worst team in the NFL. They're repulsive.
They're not. I just don't understand what happened, Kasar.
I don't either. I mean, it's partially like
offensive line was bad last year too.
Yeah, but also
Andrew
Thomas hasn't been playing, and like for some reason, like when Andrew Thomas like doesn't play, it's like Andrew Thomas, like think of it like he has like a brace that stretches from like his back on the left at the left tackle spot and just goes across the whole backs of the offensive line. So it's like those puppets when you see the people with like the hands attached, with like the people, they're like controlling 4 different people. That's Andrew Thomas on the Giants offensive line. Like it's just like when he's not there, everything falls apart.
Yeah.
Like we're terrible.
Also, when Saquon's not there, your offense is awful.
That too. It's like when Saquon. Also, what pissed me off about the Seahawks game was the Seahawks have allowed 300 passing yards to every team so far this year, and we come out the game and it's like first and second down, both are runs. Like first and second down, automatic running downs, and then we're throwing on third. But it's like air it out. We had between this week and last week against the Niners combined, we've had 2 passing attempts over 20 yards. Between 2 games, we attempted to throw the ball more than 20 yards twice. Like, you can't do that. You know how we came back against the Cardinals? We were bombing it downfield. Like, we were giving guys like Jalen Hyatt, who might be the fastest player in the NFL, but we'll never know because we don't throw the ball downfield.
Because like, just running gassers out there.
Yeah. So it's like, it's crazy. But I rest my case. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
I understand. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into our get into our 2-minute drill here. This will be a fun one. I'm excited for it. A little versus battle here. Jared, how are your questions set up? Are they in a versus form, like Dante versus me? Like to an extent, like can we both answer simultaneously, or should we each just have one question?
I'm gonna go last.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna set mine up kind of like the dozen bonus round.
Okay, cool. That works. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
All right, so I'll go first here. We don't have to do a timer for this one, I don't think, because so all right, so here's the question. Who did the Philadelphia Eagles face in their first Super Bowl appearance in 1980? I'll give Dante the first guess, and then we can go to you, Jared.
Okay.
Damn. I didn't know what you were gonna bring out, and this one's easy, but I still don't know it. Hold on, let me dig deep into the bank. My dad has a shirt of it. Was it played in Tampa Bay or Jacksonville? I mean,
I don't think so.
I think it was in
80.
Louisiana. I think it was in New Orleans.
I'll give you 20 seconds, Dante.
All right.
I mean, you're down to 16 teams at least. You know it's an AFC team.
Thanks, buddy.
Unless you didn't know.
Also, the Texans team yet.
What'd you say?
Texans weren't a team yet. So
Neither were the Jaguars.
True.
Oh, whoa.
Neither were the Steelers or the Ravens or the Bengals.
Dude. No. I'm just gonna go Raiders. It's wrong.
That's right.
That's right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was right.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Was it
great,
played in
Dante.
Jacksonville? I would have said the Jaguars.
well, I don't think it was played in Jacksonville because Jaguars weren't even a team yet.
Then what shirt? Maybe my dad is like the
Well, there was
I
the one in Tampa Bay. It was Eagles.
It was 03, right? That was Patriots.
Yeah. Wait. I don't know. I know what you're thinking of, but I don't know. All right. I'm going to my next question here. All right. Since 2013, I'm going to give you guys each, you'll go back and forth here.
Okay.
The Eagles' first round selection since 2013. Whoever can get the most right.
Eagles first round selection since 2013.
Since 2013. So, Dante, we can start with you again.
Lane Johnson.
Yep, he was 2013.
Wow. I was scared for that. I was like, was he too early?
Should we just go back and forth until somebody gets one wrong?
Yeah.
All right. Jared, you're up.
Carson Wentz.
Yep, 2016.
Wow, you started off with the easy ones. I was going hard.
Can I go 2017? They didn't have a pick.
2018, that was 2018 they didn't have a pick,
Ooh. First round selections. Oh, the one dude's a bust, but I want to save that in the back pocket. Jordan Davis.
Yep, 2022. Jared?
Jalen Carter.
Yep, 2023. Dante?
Devontae Smith.
Yep, 2021. Jared?
Nolan Smith.
Yep, also 2023.
Oh, he was like the 30th overall, you son of a gun. Damn, I'm trying to think of those years.
We have 2014, 2015, 2017, 2019, and 2020 left.
All right, I'm gonna throw the curveball. See if you guys can hit it. It's Andre Dillard.
Yes, 2019.
Boom.
Tackle
He's a bum.
out of Washington
He's a
State.
bum. Jalen Rieger.
Yep, 2020. So we're done with 2018.
I blocked
through
that
2013.
pick out of my memory.
We have three options left. So Dante, you're up here.
They're, 2014, 15, and
17. Two of these guys I wouldn't know, but there's the one left is definitely gettable.
all the ones I'm thinking of are definitely like earlier than 2013. 2017. Are you not allowed to give offense or defense?
I'll tell you
You
that
don't
there's
have to.
2 defensive players and 1 offensive player left.
Okay. 2013, 10 years ago. Do you know, Rod?
Not for sure. I have guesses,
Um,
but not for sure.
Oh, I do know one. Derek Barnett.
Yep, 2017
Oh.
defensive end out of Tennessee. We have an offensive player and a defensive
Is that the
end.
one that you knew, Kassar?
No.
Okay, good.
We have an offensive and a defensive player left.
Oh. I don't think this is right. So let me think for a second. Dang. Offense.
You have like the AC running or something, Jared?
I have the fan on.
Because the mic, when it was silent, the mic kept going.
Jalen Mills.
Incorrect.
Who's
It
the
was-
defensive player?
Marcus Smith in 2014, defensive end out of Louisiana. And
I
then
would have never got that.
2015 was the one that I knew of, Nelson Aguilar.
Oh,
Oh, I also scratched that pick out of my memory.
Yeah.
Dang.
All right. Well, that was a good round. Dante, congrats on winning
job,
both of
Dante.
them. A lucky win on the first one and an earned win on the second one.
The draft picks one was good.
Yeah. All right, Rod, I'm ready.
Does Dante not have any? Do you have trivia, Dante?
I didn't tell Dante.
No, but I can.
It's okay.
I could shoot from the hip.
Dante's name 10 of the 32 teams in the NFL.
I've got a back and forth one here. So we're gonna go name the last 20 unique MVP winners.
Oh. Wait. Oh, so if they won it more than once, they're not on this list.
Right.
I'm toast.
Dante,
You could say. Unique MVP winners?
Yep.
Dude, where do I even start? Lamar Jackson.
Interesting start. But yes, that's right.
I'm gonna go Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson is right.
The one kicker dude from back in the day.
It's the last.
No, Dante. Hold on. The last 20. The last 20. So from 2023.
Oh, got it. Shoot. Oh. He was on the cover of Madden. Steve Young, maybe.
Dante. Dante, the last 20. Steve Young was in the 90s.
I know.
He was on the Titans.
I don't know if this makes it any better, but you're thinking of Vince Young.
Yeah. Beast. He's a beast.
No, Vince Young is not correct. Kassar, if you name one more MVP, you win the trivia.
To
challenge.
be honest,
You said
like,
Steve Young?
to be honest, like I'm bad with MVPs.
I can't believe I just said Steve Young. That's actually hilarious. Oh my god.
Did Steve Young
Disaster.
ever win an MVP?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that was funny. I'm like struggling here because I can name a bunch of quarterbacks that have won it, but they've all the ones I'm thinking of have won it multiple times. Oh, here we go, Matt Ryan. Jared?
Dante was right. Steve Young,
Oh!
19. The 19th last unique. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
No.
Are you literally
Bang!
No,
Uh,
not kidding.
He meant
I
Vince Young though. He meant Vince
Before I
Young.
said his
No, he
name, I
said
said the
Steve
cover
Young.
of Madden.
He
It
said.
says the guy on the cover of Madden, Steve Young. Well, we'll give it to him.
I
I
said
guess.
the Titans too, though.
I said,
You said Matt Ryan?
yeah.
That's correct.
All right, it's on.
All right, Dante, back to you. We still have 2022, 2021, 2020. Like,
2022. Oh, because he hasn't won twice.
no. You can pick them if they've won twice.
You
just
can?
Oh.
You can only pick them once.
Oh, well, you said they were unique winners.
Yeah.
So they only won it once.
No. The last 20 unique
Okay.
winners.
Oh, then we're
Oh,
You
okay,
can't-
then
you can't say-
Patty Mahomes.
You can't say Aaron Rodgers 4 times.
Well, yeah. Well, why would? All right. So he said Patrick. I was gonna say Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Dante, back to you.
A-Rod doesn't count for you, man. This is a serious competition. Back to me. Oh, damn. The temptation to Google it is just driving me up the wall, but I'm not. I've done pretty better than I thought. Steve Young.
Dude.
Tom Brady.
Thank you.
Peyton Manning.
Correct.
I'm tempted to say Eli, but I don't. He's only won Super Bowl MVPs, right? That son of a gun. I'm gonna refrain because he's a giant. Giants are down bad right now. Let's think of. Oh, Carson Palmer. That was the dumbest guess I could have ever made.
I think you meant Kurt Warner. But no, Carson Palmer is not.
Kurt Warner's the one that beat the Eagles in the NFC Chip in what was it, 2013 or some crap? Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But I'll take the L for that.
Can I ask you what year Steve Young won that MVP?
He won it in 1994.
Dang it.
Because you need to name one for the win.
I know.
Kidding me.
Carson Palmer.
Kurt Warner. Dude, I know the teams. I don't know the names.
Wait, did Kurt Warner win it? No, I don't. Wait, yeah, he did. Kurt Warner.
You can't win off
You
of
can't
that. We
say
said it
no.
out
You
loud.
can't say Kurt Warner.
Okay. Did he win an MVP?
He won 2.
Oh crap. This might honestly take me a little while. I'm bad with MVPs. I'm
Come
bad with.
How are you bad with MVPs? Just
Is there
think about who the best player in the league was at that time.
I know, but then I'm like, was it offensive player of the year? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All right, who's the best player in the league in 2015?
Exactly. Perfect choice.
I'm gonna guess.
2015. Who's in the Super Bowl in 2015?
Oh, I know it, dude. I know the win. I have the win.
Wait, give me some time. Wait,
Let me get a redemption.
Let me go through the Super Bowls.
I know it, dude, from the bottom of my heart.
Wait.
I'll give you a hint, Kassar.
Okay.
Din Jobber would be happy.
Oh, Cam Newton.
There you go. Jeez.
Okay.
You both lose. You both lose that one because that was pitiful.
That's fine. I'm bad with MVPs, man.
We're not going to do my second one because that took too long. We can go on.
Yeah, do the second one.
Well, it was offensive player of the year. So we're not going to do it.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That would have been a
Honestly, I
disaster.
could probably smack through that one, honestly.
No, it's too late.
So let me name five.
It's too late.
Right now.
Go for it.
Randy Moss, Justin Jefferson, Cordell Stewart. Now I'm on the spot. No, all right.
Christian McCaffrey. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to our next segment here. That was, see, the point of the 2-minute drill is efficiency. Then we really got off there, but that's okay. We had Dante on here.
You should have just done guess the player at that point.
Yeah. Well, Dante, I don't know if Dante would have. Dante would have wanted to guess the player. All right. Well, let's get on to
That
our
was
next
what we
segment.
just did, was practically guess the player.
Yeah, essentially.
But-
All right, Rod, you want to give us the next segment here?
Yep. Pigskin Predictions.
All right, we're on to our pigskin predictions. You want to start us off with the first spread, that Commanders-Bears spread?
Yep. It is Washington minus 5.5.
So I'm trying to go 7-9 again. I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go Commanders.
Okay.
Rod, are you keeping my score so I
I'm
can beat
also-
Evan?
Commanders. Yeah. What's yours?
Commies all the way.
There we go. All right, next game. The Jags staying in London for a second week, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of that. Unfortunately, the Bills are coming.
Yeah.
And the Bills are favored by 5.5 in Jacksonville East, also known as London, England.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Buffalo. They're a buzzsaw right now.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Buffalo. I think they're really gonna start hitting their stride here.
Dante?
I'm taking Jags to cover.
Oh man.
I think staying in London, riding the win, and then Josh Allen taking the flight over. He's gonna be jet lagged. Might, get seasick, even though he's not on the water. Might get food poisoning from those English fish and chips. I'm taking Jags to cover.
There you go.
I can't see.
Seasick. Next game we've got the Colts hosting the Titans. The spread is even. So I don't know if we've had one of those.
I think this is a pretty wild scenario to have Colts Titans at an even spread. I'd say I'll make my own spread. Colts minus 3.5. I think it's a safe spread. But yeah.
Screw
Screw the Titans, man. I hate them.
Strictly because Evan goes 7-9 each week, and we have the same picks for the first two, I'm gonna go Titans here. I know I said to fade the Titans earlier. No, I can't. I can't break my own logic. I'm going Colts. Dante, what are you doing?
Hate him. I'm going Colts.
Smart. I had too much analytics to go against it there.
Yeah.
Next game. I don't even want to talk about this game because it's ugly and gross. The Saints are heading to New England. Ugh. New England 1.5-point favorites. That's insane that they're favorites.
Give me New Orleans.
New Orleans, the New Orleans Pelicans. Dante?
I'm gonna ride with our boy Almeida and go Pats solely because it's gonna help the Eagles if they catch another dub. Makes it look better.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go New England because I despise the Saints.
I have two teams this week that I think are gonna win, and like sneaky teams, and the Saints are one of my sneaky teams.
Even though they have a better record than the Pats.
Well, yeah, but they're not.
They're not
favorites. Yeah.
They're not favorites. You're right.
Unlike Dante's from sleeper to automatic
Sleeper
lock.
favorite pick. Next game we've got Baltimore -3.5 in Pittsburgh.
100% Baltimore here. They're also gonna get rolling. Hopefully Odell can play. Like,
what is that about?
I don't know.
Oh, this is the first week that you haven't said Odell anytime touchdown score.
I'm throwing him in the parlay, that's for sure. If he doesn't play, it'll just void. It's fine. Sometimes it's nice seeing that void in there because then it's like, oh, I already hit a leg. Until he plays and gets injured on like the fourth play.
Right. Anytime you see a void, it's just, oh yeah, I hit that. It was just -8,000 and didn't affect my odds at all.
Yeah.
Dante?
I'm going Ravens. Doing alt spread though. I'm doing 10 points. Big dubs.
Whoa.
Oh.
Are you 9.5?
Yeah. I'm
Straight 10.
throttle.
Yeah, I'm going Baltimore.
Wait, how does it work if they win by 10 though? So it
gets
cancels
voided.
out?
To push.
I'm confident.
I'm also going Baltimore. I'm a big Ravens guy this year, and the Steelers suck.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Ravens are heading to Iowa City, Iowa. Hawkeyes. Next game, the Texans are heading to ATL to face Desmond Ridder. That freaking bum. Give me the Texans +2. Texans +2.
I don't understand these things, man. Like Texans +2. That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
Yep.
Like, give me the Texans -3.5.
Dante?
I think I might
Let's say you.
I'm taking Texans as well.
Wow.
I don't see them losing. We're not covered.
We have a lot of straight sweeps this week where we're all picking, and it's going to end up on a graphic by some fan page, and we're going to look like fools.
I wish, dude. I wish we had a fan page that would make us look like fools.
Next game, Detroit hosting the Panthers, 9.5-point favorites. I am going Lions. I think Dante's going Lions.
This is my sneaky.
Crazy.
This is my sneaky. I'm going Panthers. I'm going Panthers outright here. I think the Panthers are going to find a way to win this game. I think it's going to be close.
This is
You always go 7-9.
7-9.
Listen. Last 2 weeks ago, I said the Colts, right? Like, this past week, who did I say this past week? I don't remember. But, yeah.
We both took the Texans this past week.
Yeah. Like, I think the Panthers may surprise some people.
You're nuts. Next game. The Giants are heading to Miami. Ooh.
This might be the only time that you don't see me take the Giants.
I mean, they're giving the Giants 11 points, Kassar.
Lock me in for the Dolphins. Rebound game for them. The offense is going to be flying.
Because the Panthers are going to hit, I'll go Giants here. Because, listen, if Andrew Thomas and Saquon... Listen, if Andrew Thomas and Saquon are back, our offense is going to look different.
You're stat padding. This is unbelievable.
I'm not stat padding.
This is like when Russell Westbrook would get that last rebound, throw up a brick, and get another rebound to hit the triple-double. That's what you're doing right now.
You know what's crazy? What's the Giants' odds to win right now?
Plus 11.
No, like what's their money line?
Money line? I don't know. I'm looking on ESPN. Not that.
Oh, okay. Because I know yesterday, before the Seahawks game, I think it was plus 230. And then after the Seahawks, so now it's, let me check.
Plus 700.
Plus 425.
It's not enough value.
Yeah. But no, yeah. I'm going to take Giants plus 11.
You're nuts.
We'll see what happens. I don't really care.
Next game, Evan's mortal lock of the week. The Bengals are heading to Phoenix. The Bengals are favored by 3.
I think that's bull. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the Texans, Colts, and Cardinals all minus 2.5 this week.
That's a big that'd be a big point swing there. I think I've done this a couple weeks in a row. This is the Bengals get back game. They can't drop to 1-4.
You're saying it now, but
they can't.
They can, man.
You picking the Cards?
Oh yeah, I'm fading Joe Shiesty, man. He can't move.
I know he can't move, but the Cardinals aren't that good. I don't know.
They play. They're at home too.
That's true.
True. Listen, you went 12 and whatever last week. You
11.
can make whatever pick. Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna stick with the Bengals because I think it's gotta happen eventually. I'll give you this. I'm picking the Bengals now. If Joe Burrow doesn't play, I'm picking the Cardinals.
Okay.
It's a fun little thing that I can do because it's my podcast. So,
Why wouldn't Joe Burrow play?
I just heard that they're looking at his ankle again.
Because he can't move.
Yeah. It's hard to play when you're a vegetable back there.
I guess so.
Next, we've got the Eagles heading cross country to play in SoFi. Eagles are 4.5-point favorites. That feels low.
Yeah, there's a lot of these spreads this week. The books really, I don't know what they're doing this week.
I don't either. I'm gonna go Eagles.
To be honest, I think the Giants should be plus 17.5.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah,
pick them at 11.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I almost said Giants. I'm gonna go Eagles here.
Tay?
Eagles.
Yeah. Next game, the Broncos are favored over the Jets in Denver by 2 points.
I'm taking Jets.
Dante?
I say Jets as well. I think Zach Wilson's gonna be back.
I think I'm gonna go Broncos. I'm gonna say the second half was real, and the Broncos are not a total dumpster fire.
I don't know, man.
Quick side story on the Jets. Owen's going to see the Jets play in Vegas because he's checking another stadium off his list, and he's going out early because somehow he's getting Devontae Adams' family's tickets, and he's going out on Friday, working with Devontae Adams at a soup kitchen on Saturday, and then Devontae's personally handing him his tickets for his box seats.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy story. I just had to throw that in there. I don't know how Owen gets this stuff to happen for him.
We can't even get a practice squad player on the podcast, bro.
I know. It's insane. But yeah, I'm gonna go.
Can he tell Devontae about the podcast?
Yeah, I'll ask him to. It's not till November, but I'll ask him.
Still, dude.
Yeah.
That's
But
insane.
because I'm upset that Owen gets to do all this fun stuff, I'm picking the Broncos.
Also, wait, how did he set this up so far in advance?
His girlfriend knew somebody that was asking, and then they knew one of the trainers for the Raiders, and they hooked it up. Yeah, it's crazy.
And the trainer knew Devontae Adams, like.
Apparently, the trainer used to hook up with Devontae Adams because they both went to Fresno State.
Wait, actually?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
She
my-
probably stretched him
Alleged-
out more ways than
allegedly.
one.
Allegedly.
All right,
Yeah.
let's get on with it.
Next game.
Let's
The
stop
Chiefs-
talking about those kind of spreads and start talking about football spreads.
The Chiefs are heading to Minnesota. Taylor Swift not gonna be there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. The Chiefs are 5-point favorites. Is anyone picking the Vikings?
I am.
I'm gonna pick the Vikings too.
Oh my
I have
god.
a sneaky suspicion.
Yeah, Swifty's not gonna be there. I think here's what's gonna happen. Swifty's not gonna be there. Travis is gonna have to, do his pregame rituals alone. And then Mahomes' wife is gonna be up his ear all week, like, oh my God, Swifty's not there. You need to play well so I can get back in the spotlight. Mahomes is gonna feel all this pressure. Meanwhile, you got Money Kirk over there. Not really prime time, even though it is a 4:30 game. And he's just going to be slinging the rock. And I'm picking Vikings to cover. Not win, cover.
All right.
I would agree with that. Like the win or the cover, not win.
You don't agree with Brittany Mahomes being the reason that it's all going to shambles?
Well, no,
And not real shambles, just not covering shambles.
I can't understand half the things Dante says because of his thick Philly accent.
Hey now.
I'm just kidding.
Next game, Sunday Night Football. This is going to be freaking awesome. Cowboys-Niners in San Francisco. The Niners are favored by 4.
I'm gonna
This one's
go
tough.
Niners.
I agree.
I want this game to, end in an obliterating mess of injuries and a tie. They're my 2 most hated teams in the
This
league.
is Dante's The Dark Knight Returns Bane game where the stadium collapses.
I just want there to be body bags just going off the field.
Everyone but Hines Ward is dead.
It's a tough one because as an Eagles fan, I hate the Cowboys, but both teams need a loss for the playoff picture. So I hate to say it, but I want the Cowboys here because we get to play them twice. So we control our own destiny with the Cowboys. We also play the Niners, but we can't control how many games they win. So I'm gonna have to go Cowboys here.
So why would you want the Cowboys to win?
Because he plays them
Because
twice.
We
can
can play the
offset that
Cowboys
win.
twice. So we could theoretically beat them twice. We only play the Niners once, and the Niners haven't lost yet. And I don't see them losing anytime soon. Except Sunday.
So you're going for the number 1 seed.
Of
Yeah.
course. What do I look like? A fraud?
I'm sorry, I'm just not in that mindset. I'm number 1 something, but it's not seed. It's, okay.
The real
I don't
question
know,
we
but,
should be asking is, during the NFL draft, what do the Giants do with Daniel Jones when they pick Caleb Williams? All right. next game, Monday Night Football. To go from Sunday Night Football, where this game's going to be freaking awesome, to this is upsetting, to say the least. Packers heading to Vegas. Devontae Adams' revenge game.
Oh, yeah.
Green Bay's favored by 2.
I do like Green Bay here, though.
It's a lock. I can't go back on that.
Sleeper lock.
Sleeper lock.
It's not the full lock. It's one of those sleeper locks where you have to write the combo down in your notes section of your phone.
Yeah, I'm also going Packers here because Las Vegas sucks.
How long is Jimmy G concussed for?
Hopefully he plays. I don't know if who would be getting 6 sacks against the Raiders this week? Would it be Rashawn Gary? Who do the Packers have?
Well, Quay Walker
Matthews.
Just loves jumping over linemen. So who knows?
Yeah, but that's this week in football. Little pigskin predictions for you guys. Evan is purposefully trying to tank his picks.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna go above 500 this week by accident. But do they have Giants game at 1 at MetLife and then Jets game at 4:05 at MetLife?
Probably. They love doing that.
They're both away, I think.
They love just screwing over the workers at MetLife, and I am not here for it.
That's crazy.
But, yep. Excited for another week of football. Excited for Thursday night football, where hopefully I won't be dead by Friday morning.
Yeah.
Because if we lose to the freaking Bears,
Bears.
I'm going to lose my mind. But, yeah, the DPRM, TNF, SGP, Terry over 4.5 catches, Terry over 40 receiving yards, Commanders +6. We chickened out because we want to hit the +100 for you guys. Commanders -6 will get you much better odds than +6. Commanders money line will get you better odds. And I think I'm very comfortable with Commanders money line. But we wanted to stick with +100, so Commanders +6.
We should start doing a +100 one and a +1,000 one.
Woo! The Schmickly Jones makes a comeback.
Yeah. I would say Brian Robinson anytime. I would say
Commanders -6.5.
6.5. And then I would go like Commanders over like
20
16.5. Yeah.
Yeah, they had the lines set. The lines were like where you can pick over/under. The over/under for Commanders points was 24.5.
Jeez, that's high.
I know, that's high. But we'll see. But yeah. Great week, everyone. Have a great rest of your week.
Yeah. I guess I usually do the sign off.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
Well, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast. We want to thank our good friend Dante DiStefano for joining us here. Best of luck to the Phillies, obviously, in the playoffs. And yeah, dude, it's time for some upsets this week. There's a lot of sleeper locks this week, that's for sure. So we'll have to watch out for them.
Save on to those codes.
But I hope you all have a good day. Have a good night. Have a great week. Get excited for football. It's already week 5. After this week, we're more than a quarter of the way through the season. It's criminal. It's going way too fast.
Sad.
And but we'll see you next week. Enjoy your week until you hear from us again.
Miss you guys.
See you, everybody.